Good morning and welcome to Unity Church of Overland Park's Inner Connection. My name is Deborah Baker and I am delighted to be leading this meditation this morning. We are truly blessed to be able to experience meditation on the internet. There's so many ways that we are all blessed, and I invite you to just take a moment to think about your blessings. So let's just take another nice deep breath and let go of the day, let go of all of our thoughts, let go of all of our concerns. Let's just take a moment to allow the infinite energy of the universe, of infinite spirit, God, divine energy, to just relax our bodies. Imagine a beam of white light coming up from the center of the earth, moving up through all the layers of the earth, entering into the soles of your feet. And just as this energy moves through your feet and your body, imagine it feels like getting an energetic massage, like you're being blessed by this energy. So feel it through all of your toes, your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, your calves, your shins, your knees, your upper legs. Just feel your legs completely let go, getting heavy, getting completely relaxed, and then feel the white light move into your tailbone, through your pelvis, your midsection, into your rib cage, moving up through your ribs, into your heart space, continuing to move up through your torso, and as it does, imagine it also entering into the tips of each of your fingers and thumbs, moving up one knuckle at a time, through your fingers and then your hands, the palms and backs of your hands, into your wrists, through your wrists into your lower arms, your elbows, your upper arms, and notice all this white light moving through your heart space, through your upper arms, coming into your chest, the level of your shoulder blades, your collarbone, your upper arms, and then moving into your chest, your shoulders. Feel your shoulders sink down as that white light moves into your neck. And our necks are typically where we store tension and stress, resistance. So allow that white light to just erase, just dissolve all of your resistance, all of your tension, all of your stress. Feel it move through your neck, into your chin, your lower jaw, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your ears, moving all the way through your face, erasing all expression on your face, moves all the way up to the very top of your head. And so let's set an intention that Infinite Spirit will work with our brains while we are meditating, so that we can let go of thoughts that no longer serve us, so that we can more fully allow our brains to work with us, to let go of old memories that no longer serve us, to let go of old thought patterns. And what we're going to focus on today is about the power of God, the power of divinity, the infinite presence, what my guides like to call the oneness. And we are all part of the oneness all the time, and while we are in human form, we are additionally in human form and part of the oneness. And our human experience tells us that we are separate. It tells us that not so much that we're not part of the oneness, but it gets us to focus more on our human experience, on time and space, and sometimes even forget that we are infinite spirits having a human experience. And so I invite you to just think about that for a moment. You are infinite spirit. There is a part of you, the part of you that is infinite, the part of you that will continue once this human experience is finished, and the part of you that existed before you became you, the you think of yourself as this human being, but this infinite oneness, this Holy Spirit, this God presence is you. It is your truest essence. And I may have shared with some of you a couple weeks ago, I was talking to a friend about some of my fears, and she said, so do you think God's not, that your fears are bigger than God? And it really got me thinking, it really got me to let go of the idea of these fears and to just remember that divine presence, God, is bigger than anything I could fear. It's bigger than any situation. It is certainly bigger than my human personality, than your human personality. It is bigger than in any tsunami or hurricane or forest fire. It is bigger than any political party or any government, any religion. And so let's let go of all of our ideas for a moment, and just allow the infinite presence to settle into our consciousness, to remember who and what we are. What we are is much, much greater than the human experiences that we're having. We are one with infinite presence. We are God expressing right here, right now. And God is moving in, through, and as each one of us. And I think when we have fear, it's because things seem like they're not quite right. We don't like it, and I don't like it when we ourselves or someone we love is suffering, is having a hard time, is ill, is having, emotions. We don't like it when, we see, countries suffering, or when we get this sense that things aren't right or things aren't well. And I invite you to let go of that sense. It's a human idea. Human ideas tell us that we need to change things, we need to fix things, we need to intervene somehow. And what I'm hearing from the oneness is that God is already moving in, through, and as each one of us. In, through, and as in this situation. In, through, and as all situations. And we can let go and know that all is well. That God knows. We don't need to know, because God knows. And all is well. We are being taken care of. God has brought us this far. And when I say God, I mean that infinite energy, that oneness, that collective intelligence, the one presence and the one power that is moving in, through, and as you. And so what you need is not so much to be concerned about outside things. What our focus needs to be is on what is mine to do, and what is mine to do is my thoughts, my words, my actions, and even more so to let go and allow the infinite presence to move through me, to guide each thought. And so let's take a moment and imagine just kind of taking an eraser and erasing our thoughts and just allowing that next thought to come. And I've been practicing this some since our last meditation, and I hope those of you who got to listen to the last meditation, which was interestingly in 2 parts because we had a glitch with Facebook, but let's hope we don't have that today. And anyway, we were talking in the last meditation about allowing God to think your next thought. So you clear your mind, you take a deep breath, and then you just notice what thought comes in next. And I can hear some of you saying, well, how do I know it's God's thought? How do you know it's not God's thought? God's thoughts are moving through your head constantly. You are one with the one presence and the one power. And when we quiet the chatter, when we quiet the doubts and the other thoughts, and we take a deep breath and we create a blank slate, the next thought that comes in is God's thought. And God's thought is always loving and kind and positive. My experience with God's thoughts is they're usually short. For example, I will see what God's next thought is for this meditation. And the word that comes to me is be. Be present. Be yourself. They call it a human being for good reason, because it's important to be yourself, to listen. And so I really encourage you over the next week until our next meditation to just notice what messages come to you. To just throughout your day, stop for a moment, take a deep breath, maybe say a mantra or an affirmation like, I am one with the infinite. God is moving in, through, and as me in every moment. I trust God's direction. And now I hear a message from my higher power. And the message that I just heard is to love yourself. It's, it's really kind of crazy that somewhere along the line, a lot of us, I would say probably the majority of us, receive enough negative messages that we feel like we need to not love ourselves, that we need to even loathe ourselves. And we forget to appreciate what a gift we are, both what a gift we are given to have this human experience, and also what a gift we are to the world. And it's not an ego message or grandiosity. It's truly to acknowledge all of those people you love. Just think for a moment of 3 people that you love, 3 people that you just cherish. And I guarantee you, you make their lives better by loving them. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. You are whole and perfect exactly as you are. And I thank you for being here. Some of my favorite people on this planet listen to my meditations, and I want all of you to know how much I love you and how much I appreciate your support. Each one of us has a unique journey. Each one of us has just a slightly different path, and sometimes our journeys change, our paths change direction a little. And whether your path is the same as it was last year, which I don't know about it, of anybody's path that's the same as last year, since we're all going through this global pandemic right now. But some people's lives are changing very significantly. And I invite you to remember, God, infinite presence, is bigger than any change you can make, is bigger than any decision that is yours to make. Infinite presence is moving in, through, and as you. You are making the best choices for you, and you cannot make the wrong choice. Infinite presence is moving in, through, and as you. Something much, much greater than your human self and your human personality is moving through you, is expressing as you. You're not small or insignificant. You are important and beautiful and whole and perfect. You are a gift to all of us who have the pleasure of knowing you. And I just want you to remember that. And you are God. You are God, expressing on earth here as a human being, yet still God, fully God, fully the one presence and the one power. You're not less than, you're not insignificant. And so I really invite you to be honest with yourself and to know that you are a beautiful soul. There's nothing lacking in you. You already have within you everything you need. You are one with the infinite. You are one with God. There's no reason to look outside of yourself for anything, because inside of you is all that you need. Inside of you is the one presence and the one power. And you are ready to express it even more fully than you can ever imagine. You are ready to express your infinite presence right here and right now. There's no shortcomings. There may be things that you would like to change. I invite you to remember that the one presence and the one power is moving in, through, and as you, and can make any changes that are needed to make. And sometimes we think we need to make changes and we don't. So I invite you to let go and allow the infinite presence to move through you as you, to make your life easier. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to be stuck. Let go. Let go and allow God to express as you in this moment. Allow your thoughts to be 100% aligned with the infinite. And so now I invite you to just take another deep breath and say to yourself along with me, I am whole and perfect exactly as I am, truly, truly blessed. And so thank you so much for joining me today and for remembering who you are. I am Deborah Baker, and if you would like to reach me, feel free to leave a message on the meditation, on the Facebook meditation, or if you would like to contact me, I have a website, healingdeborah.com, and I can be reached through there. Unity Church of Overland Park offers these meditations every morning at 11:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time, and I invite you to come back tomorrow. Namaste, and bless you.